Y'all know why the gas prices is high, right? And why they're going to keep going up or make it go down or make it go up, but it's not going back to $2. Y'all know why, right? Come on, y'all. Put two and two together. You know what they trying to get everybody to go to and do, right? There's going to be a lot of people that do it. I already know. Electric. That's what they're trying to get everybody to do. But guess what they can do with electric cars? Come on, y'all. I'm just putting you on game. Just, you know what they can do when all the cars are electric, or majority of the cars are electric. Come on, y'all. Overstand the game. Overstand the game. People are going to be tired of paying this gas price that they're going to go electric. Not me. But the majority of the world is still asleep. They falling for everything else. When you know, you know. Use your own discernment. Pay attention. Question everything. Love y'all.
Yeah, so you're going to want to watch all of this one.
I've seen a few posts about this and I wanted to comment on it because I have a personal experience with it. It's not something that's happening in the future, it's something that's happening now. I rented a car in Europe, and as the woman handed me the car keys, she said, this is a brand new car, and she was like super excited about it. She was like, it's 2026, and I was like, awesome. No one's had a chance to like fart or smoke in it. This will be great. And I'd driven it for a day or two, and I was getting on a highway. It was a 6-lane highway, and all of a sudden the gas stopped working, and I'm pressing on the gas. I can't get the car to go. So the car is dinging. It's making all this noise and I can't figure out what's going on. And I look at the dashboard and in English, it says, sit up straight. We can't find your eyes. Why do you need to see my eyes? That was my first thought. And I'm short, so I sit low in the seat. And I guess, I don't know, maybe I'd been driving a while and I'd kind of slouch down more instead of sitting upright. And when I sat upright, the gas would work once again. And so I pressed the gas, but I was slowing down enough that it was going to cause a traffic hazard. And the thing is, it knew I wasn't asleep because I was pressing on the gas. So it knew I was awake. It just wanted to see my eyes. So once I sat upright and leaned forward, I guess it did facial recognition. And then it says, may I send you these results to a third party? To which I said, no, you may not. No. Who is the third party? Who, first of all, who's watching me drive the car to begin with? Secondly, who is the third party you're sending it to? And lastly, it is so dangerous. There are so many scenarios where losing control of the gas can put a car in a very dangerous situation. Like, what if I was pulling out in front of a semi-truck? What if I was going over a railroad track? And the absolute worst part is the argument for this is to combat sleepy drivers. And the truth is, if you fall asleep while you're driving, you're not going to be pushing down all the way on the gas. You're going to let up. You're going to relax. No one keeps their foot pointed while they're asleep. And if they say, well, what about cruise control? Then just take off cruise control. Disable cruise control in cars. That's the solution. Not, I need to see your eyeballs for the car to work. There's so many dangerous implications for this. But even if you're using it just for the good implication, you know, sleepy drivers, we need to see eyeballs at all times, it's still wrong. It's still a stupid.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 10, verse 1 in the AMP. Woe! Judgment is coming to those judges who issue evil statutes and to those magistrates who continually record unjust and oppressive decisions. Kol Holayim La, Albanawa Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai Bahashim Rakat Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Akim out there on the highways and the byways. Salutations to the hopeful elect. Salutations to you speckled birds, you Israelite foreigners. And shalom to the Akwaf, sitting and listening in silence as the scriptures say to do so. Isaiah chapter 10 verse 1 in the AMP. Woe! Judgment is coming to those judges who issue evil statutes, and to those magistrates who continually record unjust and oppressive decisions. And that's the new format, the new structure that these Edomites want to bring forth, man. These draconian measures where you have no liberty, you have no freedom, you have no what's the term, decision making. They make the decisions for you. Okay, they want to control your every movement. They want to know your thoughts. They want to know whether you're happy or sad. They want to know your blood pressure. They want to know your health. They want to know your heart rate. They want to know everything about you. They want to know everything that you're doing. They want to know your dislikes, your likes. They want to know when you're busting one off in your wife. They want to know when you're defecating. Everything. Okay, the illusion or delusion, whatever word or term you want to use, of freedom, liberty, to make your own decisions, to have a voice, an opinion, that is literally being stripped away from you. Now, as you see, and as you continue to see, and as you saw, Salakia, this is something that is in the works right here, right now. They're literally making these vessels because they want you to go to electric cars. The whole tactic about the gas and everything that's going on now, it's a play. It's a role. They rehearse these things from Esau. Look, Salakia, let me make this clear, man. Which we all know of the hopeful elect and also of the prophets. Out of one rock desire, we are those mouthpieces of the Lord. Esau premeditates everything he does before he brings it forth, before he showcases it, before he presses play. Again, whatever term you want to use. Okay, but all his measures, all his laws, all his new world structure, it's oppressive. It is literally to strip you away of the which has been a strong delusion on you Babylonians, of freedom, of your own decision making, of your own choices. Okay, he wants to control everything, and this devil knows. Let's continue. Let's let the Bible talk. Let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter 12, and I'm gonna read verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. And we know the sea is representing other people. Okay, and the ones that's sitting on in the heavens that's sitting on high is the 1%ers, and furthermore the you-wish people, the people that call the shots, the people that be in the shadows and that have like the president Donald Trump, the Congress, the government, etc. To make it to put them to the forefront. The ones that's really calling the shots is the ones that's in the shadows, that's actually telling the people what to do. Okay, what unrighteous decrees to sign and bring forth, man. And it's always distractions, because with those distractions that they televise and they television, and amongst they witchcraft, which is they media, they news, etc., there's always something being accomplished and finished in the background. Okay, so again, Revelation 12 verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe, which means judgment, death, destruction, to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, okay, which is these damn Edomites, all right, the deceivers, is come down onto you, okay? Because this right here is just a many upon various other things that they're going to bring forth, man. And to be honest with you, they don't even really want you driving. They want to formulate and construct 15-minute cities and have you be in a public transportation route within those 15-minute cities, man. Basically, a more open, more freelance prison, which with a universal distribution of income that you get every month. You're going to get food rations, etc. This is part of their agenda. This is part of their new world order. Okay, there's going to be no rich, middle class, and then poor. No, it's only going to be the 1%, the shot callers, and the poor. So the middle class is literally, which has already been in play, it's literally being annihilated, destroyed right before your eyes, man. Okay, everything that's bringing and coming forth and that's being done right now, first and foremost, is a part of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua plan using these devils, but these devils that they're in control on what's being done. See, the Lord is also bringing forth judgment upon not only Babylon the Great, but the whole world, man. But mainly, Babylon the Great. Okay, because a great number of Israelites are here in captivity in the Americas. Okay? Continuing on. For the devil has come down onto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So he's not wasting no time. He's bringing forth, his new agenda, his draconian measures, his unrighteous decrees, his new laws. And as we always stay and keep on saying, which is true and which is really obviously true right now, the Constitution really doesn't exist. And furthermore, the Constitution was never for you regular Edomites. It was always for the 1%ers and always for the people, again, like in Congress, the government, etc., stuff like that. It was never really intended for the regular so-called white person. Okay? And the oppression, because this man oppresses constantly, man. And now that all what's that term that's saying? Everything's out in the open, they're just boldly and proudly showing you what they about, man. Let's go here real quick. I don't want to wrap this out. I don't want this to be too long. I just want to get straight to the point. Because these vehicles, these electrical vehicles, because they'll be able to, they'll be able to shut your vehicle down, okay? Not have you driving. And as you heard what she said, they want to be able to see your face, man. It's a 24/7, 365 surveillance in everything that you do. They want to put the communication, the telecommunication, which goes in the phones and stuff like that, in you. Okay, I believe the beloved elder Malcolm did a video on that, or was it it might have been the beloved elder Yashawamba. It might have been both, Salakia, but they want to put these things in you, just as well as the the RFID chip, which Salakia, which is the MOTB, man. Okay, and once they want to connect, and they want to connect and infuse you with technology, man. What is that? What is the term? Human transition. I forgot if somebody know the term, they can put on the comment board, but I forgot the transhumanism or something like that. It's something like that. I don't remember the exact term, but this is Proverbs 22. Salakia just came to mind. Proverbs 22, verse 16, because this is what they're also doing, and this is what they're going to continue to do. Proverbs 22, verse 16: He that oppresseth the poor to increase his riches, because we know these devils have a covetous, lascivious spirit, man. They want it all. Okay, you know, they already have the dominion, the rulership of the earth, but that's not enough. They have the resources and everything else, but that's not enough. They want your soul, man. They want to continue. They want to be able to do what Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah does, which will never ever happen. And the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah got them in a trick pack. The Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah is literally playing chess while they playing checkers, man. Okay, because everything that they do, how they carry themselves, how they speak, their thought process, everything is literally aimed and going against the Lord, man. Okay, Proverbs 22 verse 16: He that oppresseth the poor to increase his riches, and he that giveth to the rich, because that's the whole agenda, and that's what Trump was set up to do, is to make the rich more richer, and that's what he's been doing. You know, he's literally a puppet. He's literally a slave to his masters, man. Okay, that's all he is, and is an employee. That's all. Trump, these congressmen, these senators, these people that work in government, they're employees to their true master, man. Again, the one that calls the shots, man, to keep them rich, so they can have somewhat of comfort. Okay, surely shall come to want. So they're gonna. It's you know, again, they believe they're gonna accomplish their goal, but what they believe they're gonna do to the Israelites is actually gonna be done to them. They're gonna come to want. So as it says in the book of Job, all the riches and everything that they swallowed down, they're gonna vomit it back up, and it's gonna go right back to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, and for us to be joint heirs of that, man. Point blank, period, man. And again, the Lord has informed us, man. Let's grab a oldie but goodie. The Lord has informed us, edified us, and given us the playbook, man. So this is 2 Corinthians. It's a lot here. 2 Corinthians chapter 2. And this is all of prophecy, man, because this must happen, man. The Wadi Haba Shimi Hawashai, man. 2 Corinthians verse 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us. So Satan, the devil, the so-called self-proclaimed white man, the red Hebrew Edomite, and his colleagues, his comrades, whatever you want to call these damn wannabes, okay, these demons, these real niggas of the earth, okay, and the people that want to be just like them, the Moabites, the Ishmaelites, the Hamites, Ammonites, etc., man. Okay, you know, the Lord has given us the playbook. He's enlightened us with the plan. Told us the end game. All we got to do is hope and pray to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai for endurance, for strength, you know, and to make it to the finish line, man. You know, point blank, period, man. And Satan's not going to get an advantage of us, because the more we see these things unfold, be activated, awoken, the closer we get to go home, and the closer the kingdom shall be accomplished, man. It shall be brought forth. Okay. 2 Corinthians 2 verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, but everybody else is, man. Even though people saying some things that make sense, the only thing that's really making sense is what the prophets is telling you, man. Okay, because it's thoroughly being broken down through the power and spirit and words of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, through this prophecy, through his will, man. Okay, and it's all lining up to the main goal, the main agenda, man. Okay, this devil's been doing the same chuck and jive, the same tactics, the same thing he's been doing. And again, now it's getting to the point where he just don't give a F. Okay, but you know, let's close out. I'm gonna grab this real quick, because you know these devils believe they're gonna accomplish what they're gonna accomplish, man, and they also know that Israel is the main problem for them to achieve their agenda. You know, to be able to have a victory, to be victorious, man. They know that, and they say this to themselves all the time, man. Because you know they're going to come against us, man. Especially Adawan Ratazah, those of us that preach and teach, those of us that have denounced corruption, evil, and seek righteousness and seek Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, man. Okay. So this is Let's see here. Salakia. This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. And I'm going to start off at verse 16. Because again, man, we're revealing these devils for who they truly are, man. You know, as it says in the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, I believe, it says that the Lord shall reveal him by his mouth, which his mouth is the prophets, man. You know, that man of sin shall be revealed, man. So we're the one exposing him truly, man. Nobody's exposing this devil like the prophets of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. We are the real issue. We are the real problem. Not no goddamn podcast hosts, not no these so-called news platforms and everything else. The ones that's really exposing him is the prophets, man. Okay, second Wisdom of Solomon 2 verse 16. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits, and that's the remnant, because they are counterfeits. They portrayed and deceived the world as being good. You know, they play both sides, man. You know, they play the side of good, they play the side of evil. You know, all the wars, they on both sides. They funding the war, they speaking against the war. But yet again, they're funding it and they're speaking against it. You know, this devil is just, he got his hand in everything, man. And we're literally calling them out for the frauds that they are, man, for the counterfeits and for the people that claim to be us too, man. Everything has been exposed, man. There's no turning back. Now, there's nothing that can be done, but the last thing that this devil's going to do is use that blessing, which is the sword, man. Words ain't enough no more. Words ain't doing nothing. Okay, as BB Not a Jew said, we're losing the war in propaganda. It's not propaganda, it's the truth, which has been so long without fruit, nigga. Okay? Wisdom of Solomon 2 verse 16. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness, because the ways of this damn devils is filthiness, man. Everything about this place is hell, vexation, filth, corruption, contamination, pollution. This is not life. Nothing about this place is life. This is we're surrounded by death, oppression, usury. Can't enjoy our wives, can't enjoy our kids, man. Okay, have to get custody for your own seed that you bring forth, man. When you sign that birth certificate, you literally sign away your rights and literally give your kids to the state, man. And then you're born with fucking debt. Come on, man. He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed, because it's the truth. And that's what we do, because our hey, look, man, it says in the book of the law, man, Numbers 23. Read that, man. And I believe it was a Moabite that told another Moabite, Balak, if I'm not mistaken, or Balaam, one of them, Salakia, I can't remember which name, but told him that, you know, how can I curse with the Most High is not curse, what he has blessed. And the vision that he saw was so beautiful that he wanted to die the death of us. He wanted to be in the stead of us. He wanted to be an Israelite, man. But it ain't going to happen, man. Okay? He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that the Most High is his Father. And they know that because we're doing that. That's that Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 verse 1, man. And other various precepts. And this devil knows that, man. Again, we are the main problem. Okay, but again, Esau is premeditating. He's calculating his moves. And again, the Lord is going to make him move. He wants to move. But the Lord is holding him back right now and going to let him know when is going to be the precise time for him to do so. And when that happens, the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is going to uplift a standard for us, man. You got to believe these precepts, man. You got to believe our history, man. Okay? Verse 17, let us see if his words be true. That's when they're going to try us. They're going to test us, man. Okay? 2nd Esdras chapter 16, verse 67 on down, man. And other various precepts. Let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. So they're going to try us, man. They're going to come at us, man. You know, some brothers will be martyrs for the witness of Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. But it's not the end game. Those that die in this truth shall rise first, and those that die in this truth, their works do follow them. And their iniquities, their transgressions, their errors shall not be mentioned, man. Adawan Ratazah, if they are of that predestinated lot. Verse 18, Wisdom of Solomon 2, verse 18. For if the just man be the son of the Most High, he will help him. And guess what? Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to help us again. That's why this is the videos that you see about what we do and everything else we bring forth about prophecy and the warnings and all that. Yeah, our flesh may get weak. We may think, but we jump back in the spirit. We meditate upon the precepts. We know the Lord got us, man. Because we believe, man. We trust in our Heavenly Father and His Son, man. Okay? And deliver him from the hand of his enemies. All of our enemies. The Edomites, our main enemies. 2/3 of our own people, our second enemies. With the nigger woman leading the 2/3. And the other heathen, man. All our enemies, man. Because it's going to be a time that has never been, nor will ever be again. Verse 19, let us examine him with despitefulness and torture. Trust and believe, man. This devil is a master bloodshedder. He's a master of violence. They've been premeditating on what they want to do to us, man. Okay? That we may know his meekness and prove his patience. Hey, look, man, it just shows you how. And you wicked 2/3 501c3 slave plantation niggas, and you so-called Israelites that want to save these devils, man. Hey, man, I hope they grab y'all first, man. I really hope they get busy with y'all, man, so the Lord can make you eat your words, man. Because you're not going to be exempt, man, when the Lord puts the spirit on this cave gorilla to go ham. Let us condemn him with a shameful death. And guess what? The Lord is going to let these cave gorillas have their last hoorah, man. Again, you know, some brothers may be martyrs, but others may not. But it's going to be hell, man. You know, as they say in the world, you got to go to hell to get to heaven, man. Okay? For by his own saying, he shall be respected, and we will be. We believe that. The scripture says that. Various precepts. Verse 21. Wisdom of Solomon 2, verse 21. Such things they did imagine. So such things they imagine against us, they imagine they're gonna be victorious. They imagine that what they're doing right now is gonna go forth forever. Psalms 49, verse 11. They believe that their rulership, their houses, they'll continue and prosper forever. So they imagine a vain thing. Such things they did imagine and were deceived. The Lord is going to deceive you damn red silverback cave gorillas, man. You real niggas of the earth, man. For their own wickedness have blinded them. Hey, man, self-explanatory. That's all I got to say, man. So I don't want to rot this out, man. I hope and I pray that this was edifying, uplifting, and informative to the true, sincere Akim wa Akwaf. So with that, I'm just going to say, Shalom.